Bronzemarley.
What the fuck is going on, you guys? It is me, no other than the Marley. Had to switch it up a little bit. But I'm the greatest edition of YouTube 2018, and here we are in 2021. And I've been the greatest addition and asset here on out. So why not join the compact, baby girl? I want you to be here. You want to be here. You high-key need to be here, baby girl, just because we serve looks. We sometimes be sipping and serving tea, but baby girl, overall, we just be serving. I'm not gonna do too much rambling just because, as you can see what it's giving, I'm really feeling my oats today. But for today's video, I just want to show you guys how to achieve a natural, everyday makeup look. I'm not even gonna call this a makeup glam just because there's nothing really glam about this. I did no eyeshadow work. I did not too much focus on complexion. Like, it's really something that you can get in and out of your house in about 30 minutes, if that. I'm really feeling my oats, my catfish vibes. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this look, please continue to watch. I'm just gonna get straight into it. As you guys can see, I'm back home. The setup is a lot different than when I was back in Hawaii, and I'm really missing it right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna hurry up and rush just because I'm going out tonight. I'm actually supposed to be meeting up at the location in literally an hour. Not gonna happen. But I think people already know that from me. Like, they expect that from me, but it's whatever. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. This is just going to be something really light, really natural. I actually don't even think I'm gonna do anything on my eyes today. I may just do like liner and call it a bit. Oh, before I go in, I'm gonna take my Tatcha, the Silk Peony eye cream, and I'm just gonna use my ring fingers just because they're the most delicate fingers on the hand. And I'm gonna use that to apply under my eyes. Just my eye cream. But you do want to pat that on the orbital bone as well. And just, yeah, really get that product into your eyes. Don't tuck too much because you don't want to droop the skin, baby. You don't want to beat gravity to the punch, baby. Be gentle. I am going to take this Neutrogena Hydro Boost City Shield Facial Gel Mist with hyaluronic acid and antioxidants. I'm just going to spritz that on my face just to give me some additional hydration before putting my makeup on. That's it. And the good thing about this is I think that they said that you can use this before and after your makeup. I actually do use this after my makeup sometimes. However, it is not a setting spray. So next what I'm going to do is, because I ran out of my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, I'm just going to take this sample that I actually got in a birthday gift set from Sephora last month. And I'm so glad that I had this because I didn't want to use my NYX primer just because it gives me more of a dewy look. And, you know, I ain't really... It's about to be it's 6 o'clock now, but girl, it's about to be nighttime. I don't want my skin to look like a disco ball. So I'm gonna take my primer. I think I put on a little bit too much now, but it's fine because I haven't had this primer in a minute. I'm just gonna use this, and I definitely want to target the area where I just shaved because I don't want my stubble to pop up too much. The Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer is that girl. I really love this primer, y'all. When I tell you she is everything, believe me when I tell you. Don't doubt me. Don't doubt me. I'm in a really great mood today just because I didn't get everything that I wanted accomplished today, which is not fine. I can't make excuses for that. But I will say I managed to get a lot done today to the point where I don't have to do much tomorrow. So she is tacky, she is sticky, she is stuck. The foundation that I'll be using today is actually my NARS Sheer Glow in the shade New Caledonia. And that's just because, one, your boy's been tanning. But two, just because I don't want a super full coverage look. I do want something that's going to be a little bit more on the natural soft matte side. And this foundation is going to be perfect for that. We're going to take a few dots, put that on the face. I haven't done this in a minute. I'm going to take whatever's left, pick it up on my Mented Cosmetics brush. They actually sent this to me when they launched their bronzers, and kind of sort of pat it in a downward motion when I get to my jawline and my neck. So I did find this advice out literally this morning, and it was so beneficial. But to anyone who is, you know, participating in drag, or who is trans, or anybody who actually has facial hair that they're trying to cover, because I know there are someone with, I believe it's PCOS or something like that, but they grow like facial hair, whatever. If you are trying to cover that, the best tip that I've learned is to actually go with the grain as opposed to against the grain when you're applying your product. Because if you go against the grain, you're going to actually end up lifting that hair upward, and it's going to coat the hair, and then it's going to emphasize it, because you do know that most makeup emphasizes texture as opposed to diffusing it out, especially if it's a liquid or a cream. I felt so productive today. I got a lot done. Like I said, I didn't get as much as I intended to or as I put on my to-do list, but for what I did get done, I'm actually very, very, very proud of myself. And I'm trying to avoid putting too much makeup on my neck just because I really don't get my neck sucked on tonight. I don't need him tasting makeup all over my neck, child. That ain't cute. Y'all already know, I don't even have to shout out this concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. However, I'm not going in with 2 shades today under my eyes and to highlight my face. I'm just going straight in with the shade 145. And this is a new one that I just bought the day before yesterday, so get into her. Is that why she's not trying to open? Oh, there we go. I'm just going to literally, don't want to put too much on, just because I don't want a super caked up face today. You know I gotta do the nose, but I'm gonna take my middle finger and I'm just going to emphasize that nose contour. Do I want to do a tip? Why not? Just a little bit on the tip. Just do it on the tip.
In the motherfucking city, girl. Do it on the tip. Do it on the.
And then I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm just gonna start blending out my chin of my concealer. Do want to leave my under eyes to sit just so we can achieve the maximum coverage, but I'll blend everything else out just because I don't want those to be too bright. I'm actually in a really, really, really great mood. And it's like, you know, it's like being a student in school or something. Let's not say college, because you know in college you're more motivated to do your work. But let's say like a student in high school or something. You know how like when you only did your homework a few times and you just felt so great and so accomplished because you got your work done? That's literally how I feel right now. It's like, damn, like I got a lot of work done and I feel so proud of myself. And it makes you so motivated and inspired to keep doing it. Like now in high school, I wasn't like too motivated on always doing my homework. Unless it was math. Like I love doing my math homework, as you should. Stay in school. If you're a student watching this, stay in school and do your math homework. I mean, do everything else, but math is the priority, I guess. And I'm gonna look up at the ceiling and we're gonna start blending out our under eye. What I'm gonna do is take 155 from Milani and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and I'm gonna place that literally in those areas where this concealer is really pissing me off. So right there. I'm actually not gonna let that sit. I'm just gonna go straight into blending that out. So I'm going back in with my foundation brush. I'm just stamping over the perimeter of where I placed that concealer just to make sure that everything is nice and married together. And then I'm gonna take my Milani Cream to Powder Foundation in the shade, what is this, 296 Mahogany. And I'm gonna use that to contour. I don't know where this brush came from. I don't know the name of it. I just know that it's like a small flat brush. I'm just gonna swipe into this. I'm just doing a little bit of cream contouring. I'm not gonna bring that too far forward just because I don't want to be super snatched. I just, again, want something light and natural. Now, I am going to remove the scarf from around my edges. However, I think I do want to leave my bonnet on, my bonita on, just because I straightened my hair earlier and I'm not trying to have her just all over the place, because even though I have to touch her up a little later once I finish my makeup, I'm still not trying to have my hair all over the place. So I'm taking it over off so you guys can see that I laid the fuck out of my baby hair today. Like I'm so proud of myself because I actually took my time. I took my time with my hair this morning. Girl, look at the edges. Laid. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna take some more of this contour. I'm just gonna put that around my forehead just to contour, because again, I don't like to put too much foundation up there, but this is just really helping to bring back some complexion and some color. I'm gonna take the butt of that beauty sponge. I'm gonna tap a little into this just because I think that's probably why the reason why my concealer was picking up was because I didn't have any additional product on the sponge, and you know a damp sponge or a clean sponge is just going to lift product as opposed to pushing it in if there's nothing under it. And I'm gonna take that sponge and beat this into my hair. And if you guys did not see me installing and customizing this unit, part 1 or part 2, go ahead and check those out because it was actually a really interesting video. I'm surprised that my hair looks like this after that video, but yeah, child. I do have part 1 and part 2 of this video already uploaded, so make sure you guys click the links in my bio if you'd like to check them out. Then I'm going to take the side that we used to blend out our concealer, and I'm just going to add those highlights back to our face gently though, gently. And then of course, going back in with our foundation brush, I'm just going to stamp over that again. Now, one thing about when I do my makeup, I don't show it too often just because I feel like, you know, it's a little repetitive, but I do go in back and forth with my brushes and sponges just so that all of the colors marry together. And then, like I said, looking up, going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm just going to go straight into applying this powder under my eye and around my nose. And I am going to let it sit and bake for a little bit. I'm just going to set everywhere else with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And then I am going to push that powder in. That was just round 1 of baking. I am going to take a large powder brush and, oh, don't look into the mirror because she's cracked. I'm going to take this Iman foundation powder. I really wish I had the number or the name of the shade on here, but it's gone. But as you can see, it's pretty close to my skin tone. So I'm going to take my powder brush, and because this mirror is cracked and I'm not trying to have bad luck for, I think it's like, what, 7 years or whatever, I'm not going to look into there. I'm actually going to apply it looking into this mirror right here. Sweep this powder to set the rest of my face. So now I am about to bake while I go ahead and do my eyebrows, but I do want to show you guys what I'm about to do. I'm about to dip into this translucent powder from Laura Mercier again. And I don't want my eyebrows to be super oily, so I'm just going to press this powder over my eyebrows before filling them in. Just want to really dry out any sort of moisture that could be lingering around in my brow hairs. And we are going to bake. So now I'm going into eyebrows, and I'm using this pencil that I got literally the other day from Walmart. This is a Wet n Wild. What is this? This is the Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil. It has a micro tip of 1.5 millimeters, a micro point, okay? And this is in the shade Deep Brown. Now, personally, I'm not sure if they have a deeper shade, but this is the deepest shade that they had in Walmart, so I just went ahead and grabbed it, and I swatched it on my hand earlier today, and she actually, like, she didn't look too bad. She actually looked pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that to fill in my brows today. Thank God, right before filming this video, I went and trimmed my brow hairs because they needed a cleanup, y'all. I shaved them down just because I wanted something real thin and real feminine, but I haven't been doing this to my brows in a minute, so my brows been looking like kind of thick, but you know, I shaved the tail off finally. She's been growing out for months now. So I'm actually just going to literally start. Oh wow, this color is actually really beautiful. I do want a higher arch today. Okay, so the pencil just broke and I was being very gentle. Okay, take 2. And I'm also gonna fill in that tail while I'm... Y'all see how it keeps breaking on me? I'm not applying much pressure at all. Wet n Wild, get it together, girl. I mean, granted the pencil was only like $3 or $4, but still, like, when I'm spending my money, I don't care how much it is. Like, I expect the product to be worth something. Like, just because it was a cheap price doesn't mean that that's an excuse for you to just make it however and for the product to just break on me. Like, that's not cool. If anything, when it comes to products like this, I don't expect them to be poorly made, especially like coming from a brand like Wet n Wild. So Wet n Wild is a very affordable brand, a very affordable drugstore brand. However, their name rings bells in the beauty industry. So it's just like, I expect more. Literally, it's only this much of the pencil left, and it breaks every single time I roll it up. Like, I'm not happy with this. That was a waste of money. Like, unfortunately, this wasn't supposed to be a review on their pencil, but y'all were looking for an eyebrow pencil, this is not the one to go with. Like, it was a cute idea, a cute concept, but this pencil, it's breaking, like. And when I tell y'all I'm being super gentle, because I know that I can't have a heavy hand, especially when it comes to eyebrows. But this pencil is literally the worst. I don't think they understood the assignment. I don't think they did research or anything. They didn't understand the assignment. Girl, I'm so glad I'm done with this pencil. Like, at this point, I really just want my money back for that. Like, I wonder, does Walmart do refunds? So for my eyebrows, I'm going to use the 155 shade in the Milani concealer. And I actually don't do a lot when it comes to sealing my eyebrows anymore. I like to use just the smallest amount just because not a lot is needed. You don't need to be doing all that. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to be doing all that, girl. Just calm it down. And this just gives my eyebrows like the, damn, you just got them done look. Like, no, I didn't, but I could have. But as you can see, this is the one brow concealed and defined. And then you have this brow. It's not bad at all. But as you can see, adding those highlights really just gives it a more lifted look. And, you know, it does make a difference. All right, so I just did my eyelashes. I did a little bit of eyeliner. I didn't do anything on my eyes, you guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on because she just called me. My sis China just called me. And she's like, girl, time to go. So it's time to go. So I'm gonna go straight into bronzing and I'm gonna take my Mocha Mommy 50. I'm gonna get a new one very soon, y'all. I actually need to get it before I go to New York this week. But I'm gonna get me a new one, or I may get one in New York. Pop up in Sephora, like, Rose Natch. Girl, I need me a Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy bronzer. It's good. But I'm just gonna take this on this Eco Sanctuary fluffy brush and I'm gonna use that to bronze my skin. One thing about me, I'm gonna be late. So for my blush, I'm going in with my Love Thing blush from MAC, and I'm going in with my Kierity Cosmetics F25 angled brush. And I'm gonna use that just to add a little bit of color. I am going to take this Wet n Wild eyeliner that I used for my wing eyeliner. And that's crazy because I used the Wet n Wild, y'all saw, but I used the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil and it was trash. However, the eyeliner is actually really good. Now what I'm about to do is get my lips done. Be right back, we're going to the surgeon. For my lips, I like to do a couple of things, you know. I like to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Lava. And I like to start off with that just by drawing or overdrawing my lip shape. So now I'm gonna take this Ruby Kisses style pencil liner that I got from the beauty supply store. This is in the shade dark brown. Just gonna go and overline or make this a little bit deeper. And y'all, so I kind of do the most when it comes to my lips. Although it's very unnecessary, I'm going to take this Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade True Story. I believe this is a matte formula, but I'm going to, hold on, apply this right underneath our lip liner. We're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Peachy, and I want to be real strategic with this, so we're literally gonna place this right in the center at the bottom of our lip and then press. But be careful. You want to lightly press because you want this to be like a nice ombre lip. I'm just gonna layer another layer. Oh girl, the lips look good. But we're not done. So I'm gonna take my Gilded Lip Gloss from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I actually haven't used this in a long time. And I'm just going to apply that to my Cupid's bow. And also tap it in the center of her bottom lip. I'm gonna take, oh, this is another new product that I got from the Walmart, the Walmart girl, that I got from Walmart the other day. And this is the Milani Make It Last Dewy Finish Setting Spray. So I'm gonna take that, shake her up, and I'm going to spritz my face like nobody's business. I'm gonna take the butt of my beauty sponge and I'm just going to lightly pounce that all over my face to really press that setting powder, or that setting spray, into my skin. And look at that finish. All right, you guys, so my face is complete. I'm about to go finish my hair. As a matter of fact, y'all wanna see what it's looking? I need to see what it's looking like right now, because girl, I don't need no surprises. Just have to brush through it again. But as you can see, I did a side part. I didn't do a deep side part how I usually like to do, but I did a side part, and yeah, I'm about to just go take my heating brush and I'm gonna brush my hair, get dressed, and I'll be right back to close off this video with my closing remarks. Alright, you guys, well that is the end of this video. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to my natural everyday makeup look. I don't even want to call this glam because y'all know when I do glam, I go in. But this is just a nice natural everyday makeup look that any and everybody can enjoy. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoyed me, please give me a huge thumbs up, and also leave me a comment down below what you guys thought about this video, what you'd like to see in future videos, or if you just want to say what's up. Also, don't forget to join this compact. I'd love to have you guys here. Hit that subscribe button, but also don't neglect hitting that bell button right beside it so that you get notified every single time I post a video. You can also be sure to check me out on all of my social medias at Bronzemarley, and my Twitter is @Bronzemarley. I love you guys so much, and I'm actually late, so I gotta go. But peace out, you guys.